So time went on. We'll just throw in here casually that the girlfriend who went through so much with me, and I have nothing but admiration for the grief, the utter grief I put her through. She fell by the wayside. We'll just leave it at that. Life went on. I was doing workup for a kidney transplant, and a few really amazing people put their hands up and say they would do it. A negative blood, rhesus negative blood. It's not the most rare, but decently rare. I learnt along the way when I had to have blood, I think it was couriered up from Wellington. As you imagine, or if you didn't know, your kidneys are responsible for creating red blood cells. Or I should say they're in the mix of it. God forbid I could be wrong on the internet. I was at one point heavily anemic. That's why I was so pale, of course. So someone, whoever it was, whoever donates blood, take my hat off to you. Yeah, you're saving lives left and right. And if you've ever received blood, what an amazing feeling. I'm not even sure how low my red blood cell count was. I want to say it was in the 50s or 60s. It was incredibly low. But when I received 2 units of blood, it was almost like for the first time in years, I could breathe. Life got that little bit better after that. I got introduced to a drug called Neorecormon. Told it was incredibly expensive. This was going to produce red blood cells in my body. One of the very first things I did was learn how to do this myself. One of my most empowering moments. How to inject into my belly these drugs once a week. At first 10 mils, then 5. I got used to it. It became part of the normal, part of the cycle. My red blood cell count went so high, like 160. So I went back to the gym. Man, was that amazing. I've shared with many people that I'm sure didn't believe me, but if any doctors or nurses or anyone out there that sees this, watches it, you'll understand. Or any athletes. I was 78 kg, I think, on my 5'10" frame. And my red cell count, I think at its peak, was 166. The dialysis machine was getting hard to pump my blood through. I was told it was just too thick. But man, could I run. I'd go to the gym and just run like the wind. I hit 12 Ks, just over 12 Ks in just shy of 45 minutes. I felt amazing. And that's when I learned that if I ran and I exercised, I could sweat. And if I could sweat, I could drink water. That gave me a step back into life. Sweating, drinking, exercising, creating more normal. I needed that. I needed that so much. And it helped more than anyone had told me.